So we start doing runs and all that stuff. We're just kind of passing the controllers like, oh, my buddy Qatar, he gets like a 7-minute run, and then I get like a 6-minute run. And he starts calling us trash. He starts making like a compilation of all of our runs and compiles all the mistakes that we do. And bro, we're just passing the controller around. None of us have practiced or nothing. And he thinks we're trash. The moment he starts shit talking, they all look at me and go, Ricky, you're gonna play. It's just you now. You're gonna play and you're gonna beat this fucking loser. I beat the dude in 45 minutes.
Oh my lord! Even though nobody asked, we delivered. Welcome back to the podcast, everyone. My name is Nestani.
I am Jaxler.
My name is DECosmic.
I'm Coley.
And today on the podcast, ladies and gentlemen, because I know you didn't read the title because reading is really hard. You just, saw colors on the thumbnail. You just click like a little aimless, brainless chimp monkey mode, okay? But today on the podcast, we got one of the GOATs that I know nothing about, but we're going to learn a lot about him today. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We have Ricky Dicky Licky, the Mickey Mouse, Rixter. On the podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
That was a sick intro. Yo, what up? I guess that's my name now. That's my name now. I don't even need an introduction now.
Docs.
What's up, guys? I'm here.
Yeah,
that's.
Oh my
I bet
god.
nobody's ever called you that before.
Yeah, literally.
No, never.
I mean,
like none of those. None of three of those things.
I'm sure Dicky has been used before. Like surely someone's called him Ricky Dicky. Like that's gotta,
dude,
gotta roll off the tongue.
Dude, the things I get are like, I get like the fixer. It's like I go, fix shit. I get, the mixer. It's like he's at the club, fucking doing something like that. Yeah.
I just get
like
one mixer. Like, did you?
Oh my god!
Hey,
no.
wow.
Failed opportunity right there. I think.
Dude, I'm trying to stream on. What was that, dude? No. I'm trying to go way back. Dude, what was it?
Holy shit.
Okay, that was good.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Dude,
is it Stream Me? Is it Stream Me? Is that the one?
This is way before this shit, bro.
Justin TV.
Oh,
this was like
are you talking Hitbox?
Hitbox, yeah, there you go.
Hitbox. Oh my god.
Fucking Hitbox.
Dude, I only thought of it because, obviously, because you're on the show, I'm in a bit of a PlayStation speedrunner brain, and I remembered Saboom, who was like a Hitbox diehard back in the day.
Really?
And I'm just like, I thought he was at least.
I don't remember that actually. Maybe. Maybe the arc was so short that he was just back on Twitch in like 2 days.
I wouldn't be shocked. This is Saboom that we're talking about.
That's definitely how it goes.
Saboom, kind of a legend for being one of the most mysterious and unique speedrunners. Not even just PlayStation speedrunners. Like, he is just I don't
enigmatic
know.
Dude.
Yeah.
how his brain works. Yeah, for sure. Actually, I took a picture with him at this recent ESA. He was at it.
Oh, okay. Oh, he made the trip. Wow.
Yeah, he did. Only because fucking Deo paid for it and shit.
Still, you gotta do it. Yeah. At that point.
I feel like PlayStation speedrunning has so many of those just unique characters.
We got characters. Oh yeah.
Oh my god. I mean, you mentioned Deo, for example, who I actually met a couple SGDQs ago, I think, and I think we were playing Melee on a quarter-second delay or some shit. It was really bad. Playing Fox Chic, and I was just like, dude, we're trauma bonding right now. This is awesome.
Melee.
But yeah, I guess
Ricky,
speaking
who
of
the fuck are you?
GDQ,
Who are you?
Who are you?
Am I?
Introduce yourself. What do you do? What do you play? Who are you? Who? And then who is your favorite politician in in Brazil?
In Brazil.
Oh, dude. Whoever I saw on that sign when I played GeoGuessr. Anyway, who I am. He's standing there vote for me. Who am I though? So I've been speedrunning since 2011. So I'm coming up to my 15-year anniversary.
Damn.
Pretty sick.
Old
I've
as
been
hell.
kind of
crazy.
Yeah, no, I'm ancient, but I mean,
got a fossil.
I started when I was 14.
Cosmic.
So people keep thinking I'm older than that.
Yeah.
But I mainly do PS1, PS2 games. I run I don't know, Jack, Ratchet, Sly, God of War, Spyro, Crash, stuff like that.
Lots of good games.
I've done and then some meme shit too, but we
Dog's Life.
Dog's Life.
Dog's Life.
Yeah. Of course, every now and then, every 2 years, it's just I'm tired of being competitive, and then I become competitive anyway in Dog's Life or Smarties or some shit,
I was gonna say I
started
remember
speedrunning
hearing
that.
of the Smarties lore because Jaxler bought a copy of it at one of the GDQs.
I did not buy a copy.
Oh, I should tell you guys the story.
I was gifted a copy by Tainted Tally.
I legitimately have such a good story about Smarties, the way we found that shit. This is like probably the story. This is the most toxic speedrunner I've ever met in my life. I'll give you guys the fucking.
Please, I need to hear this.
Who wants the freaking Smarties drama, bro?
All right.
So
Go for it.
all right, dude. So legit, we go to ESA, we bring Smarties, none of us have played it, and we like check it out. I basically bring like a stack of games, we like check them all out, like, oh, do these have speedrunning potential or whatever? Yeah. And Smarties was like, oh, this is kind of good. And then we look it up and there's like already a run. It's like, what the fuck? This shit's 5 minutes already. and there's these two dudes who have like literally mined this game like completely. And there's a whole 6-page document featuring like all these skips and shit like that they found.
Oh my god, they made a manifesto on Smarties before.
Yes, literally, and all of their names were dog shit completely, dude. You know, just the term upwarp, bro. They called it Ying. Like, what the fuck is that, bro? Like the Y coordinates?
Oh my god!
Like what do you?
Don't you do math in your speedruns?
Oh, weird.
No, yeah, it was pretty weird. So we come in and we're like, hey guys, have you looked for a skip for this thing? Because there was like kind of one thing left in the game. They're like, yeah, bro, we've tried everything. Like this shit's not gonna happen. Like this is impossible. This skip is not gonna happen. It was like, if you could skip this last thing, you would save another 3 minutes, and the run would be like 1.5 minutes. It was basically a gun to beat the final boss, genuinely. And so we come in, they're like, no, you're not gonna find it. Like, nah, no way, you're not finding it. Shit. And we're like, okay,
15 minutes later.
So we start doing runs and all that stuff. We're just kind of passing the controllers, like, oh, my buddy Qatar, he gets like a 7-minute run, and then I get like a 6-minute run, and he starts calling us trash. He starts making like a compilation.
Bro?
Starts making like a compilation of all of our runs and compiles all the mistakes that we do. And bro, we're just passing the controller around. None of us have practiced or nothing. And he thinks we're trash. The moment he starts shit talking, they all look at me and go, Ricky, you're gonna play. It's just you now. You're gonna play and you're gonna beat this fucking loser. I beat the dude in 45 minutes.
Oh my lord!
I fuck him up in 45 minutes. And literally, like it was weird too, because there was a time on the board, it was like 4:45 or something, or 4:50. And we're like, I beat your 4:45. They're like, oh, that's not the world record. And we're like, yes, it is. That's on the board. What are you fucking talking about? And so they're like, well, what's the real record? Well, it's like, well, I got this time. It's not on the board yet or whatever. And I'm just like, well, what is it? And they're not telling us. We keep having to pressure it out of them. And it's like, oh, well, you're not going to beat it. And they're like, okay, it's 4:33 or something or whatever. 30 minutes later, I beat that too. And then they just fucking start talking mad trash. Like, this person's talking so much fucking shit. And it's just like trolling the Discord and being super hostile and just all this stuff. And I don't know. It's like we have to make a new Discord because this person is just
because he's the owner, of course.
Yeah, he's the owner. God. He's the owner, and he just kept coming back and just was trolling all the time. And like, I don't know, bro. It was wild.
Wow.
And then like a week later, we do find that fucking skip. Anyway, so
yeah, no, the category's 1.5 minutes. I did try learning it at that GDQ that Tally brought the
It's kind of hard, actually. Well, it's not like,
I quit. Yeah. I gave up because I thought it would be easier, and I was like,
it's literally the old route was get the gun, clip to the final boss, do the up warp, go up the spiral, kill final boss. Now you skip the gun, and it's 3. Yeah, now you skip the fucking
gun.
It's not called the gun. It's called the Choco Ray, actually.
Dude, wait. Okay, so I was looking at the names of the glitches, and I'm like, what the fuck is Chalky? Like, what is that? What is Hubby? Why is there a trick called Hubby? And
wait, what the fuck? What the fuck is that? Is that like are you on Speedrun.com?
I'm looking at the skips and glitch dictionary that's under guides on SRC.
Oh, I didn't even know. Yeah, okay, and it is by this person. We're not going to name drop. I don't want to name drop.
I figured it was this person.
We're not going to name drop, but I'm going to take a picture and crop it out and just put it in big bold letters on the screen.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to see if I can find the...
And Hubby and... dude, I love doing
there's
Hubby.
the Ying.
Dude, that's my favorite speedrunning
No levels
strat.
early, 100% Ying.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
This is... Wait, is this territorial... Like territorialist, like the territorialist, like that's the guy who fucking found Phil Clip and Scooby. I just talked to him the other day. Okay. He hasn't been. That's crazy,
so,
dude.
So one thing is there were two people. There was Territorialist. The other person was super toxic, and Territorialist was like kind of just like, I found a bunch of skips with this person. I found a bunch of skips with this person. I haven't seen the side of them. Man, it's just I haven't seen the side of them. So like I don't know. Territorialist was just caught in like a in a sandwich there.
Ego was just absolutely just collapsing right before.
I want to clarify, by the way,
an hour, his ego was just gone.
Yeah,
it's just so.
I do want to clarify because for our American audience as well, because Smarties means something different in America than they do in like Canada.
Oh yeah,
this is referring to like Smarties as in like the chocolate candy rather than like the weird like powdery chalky thing that like people like pound into a dust and like snort at like Boy Scouts.
What?
Real story, by the way. I saw that happen. So not only that,
Glossing
I believe trauma dumping at the function again, my bad. But I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Ricky, this game is also like PAL PS2 exclusive as well.
Yeah,
so
and
like,
it's 2006, bro. It's 2006it Like
so
the
like
PS,
the Wii
the Wii and PS3 were out. Yeah. the PS3 and Wii was out. Like, it was so bad. Yeah, it's PAL only. It's PAL only. And there's like a no major skips run for it. Like there's actually some okay movement, but no, it's trash. Like it's garbage. It's really funny as well. There's like you'd think there'd be like, oh, there's 1,000 Smarties in the game. Like every time we play through it, we find like 2 more Smarties. Like we don't know. We don't know what the fucking hundo requirement is. It's like 689 at this point or something. And then when somebody does another playthrough, it's like, oh shit, it was actually 692. And then like someone does another playthrough and finds another like 3. It's just like,
oh my god,
it's nonsensical.
So you all were messing with this at ESA, but weirdly, because like I know you've been like ESA. I know you've been like really involved with that event as well as just like a lot of like European speedrunning stuff, but also like coming up, you are going to be coming back to GDQ in the States for the first time since 2019, which I'm gonna be real, I didn't even know you submitted anything at all when I saw your name on the games list. So one thing I wanted to ask is like, I guess, obviously, I'm sure you're excited. It's DFPZ Budokai. That's going to be sick. But like, you know,
I have a question real quick. Why is America so much better than wherever you're from? Go ahead.
Why did we interrupt?
I was like about to ask a question.
Come on, go
ahead. Yeah, I guess fuck me. No, this is a good question though. Actually,
go ahead, Jaxler.
My question is really good. Thank you. I know.
Oh yeah,
What are you talking about? We can talk about that later though.
Yeah, we can't talk about that later. I guess.
Why is it?
We can talk about like your 40% cereal and guns later. But go ahead.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I can't walk down the street, but that's cool. You know what I mean? Because I got American pride.
Yeah. Right.
Have you ever thought about that?
GDQ.
With all of that context in mind, with all of that context about our wonderful country in mind, why the fuck are you coming back?
Yeah, aren't you scared of getting shot? I'm so
it's
sorry.
definitely not like it's definitely not like a it's definitely like a 1% fear in the back of my mind. Like
sure,
yeah,
I'm not even joking.
Hey,
no,
I'm
seriously.
Alive.
Yeah.
For now,
it is. But I was just more so curious, because like you haven't really traveled like overseas for like a speedrunning. Like you've been traveling, but not like for like necessarily just for like speedrunning or GDQ or something. So I was just curious, like maybe like why now, or is just like people were going and you felt like going or that type of thing.
I only travel for speedrunning events, actually. Oh, pretty much.
Really?
Oh, wow.
I've been to the UK because of speedrunning.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. I went to yeah, totally. No, I literally traveled to Australia for speedrunning this summer.
Wow.
The UK, and now I'm going to GDQ and stuff. I mean, I don't know. I just wanted to... It's sometimes you can kind of just feel that like all your buddies are going. And like there's like something hype happening. I think something that's kind of weird is that there's a lot of... people that are going for the first time that were like too young in the community. So like finally they're all showing up, or like, they came into the scene like 2 or 3 years ago and like finally like now's the time. So this is the one everybody's going to. So I'm like, okay, I threw my hat in the ring. I just like submitted and I got in as well. So I'm happy with that. Awesome. Yeah. I've only been to 3 GDQs, 16, 18, 19. That's it. Never been to SGDQ just because we had ESA. So there was usually not a reason for me to go to both.
No, that totally makes sense.
Makes sense, yeah.
But you also probably just acclimate to the winter weather here a bit better, just because Denmark. I assume is cold.
Get owned.
Yeah, it's pretty cold.
Weather,
but I think it's actually about the same. I think in like I've been to. Yeah, I mean, I've been to New Jersey in January. Dude, shit's freaking cold.
You were there for AGDQ 19 as well. And I remember that because you probably don't remember this, but I remember, that's actually where I remember meeting you, because you had your Jack 3 run, and I was in the crowd for that. And like, you were kind of just like popping off, because y'all had a hilariously fun time on that run, because you were very much just run. Like, I'm just going to goof around. I'm going to dunk on my friend Hillary Puff without name dropping him. It's going to be a great time. Yeah. But you were just like kind of giving everyone hugs after the run, and you just saw me as like, because I wasn't anyone back then, because I was just like some guy who just like showed up and is like, fuck it, you get a hug too. And I was like, hell yeah. My fucking icon.
That's awesome.
Get in line.
Get in line,
I just imagine, that one image of like the smiling dog with like the propeller hat and like the lollipop or whatever. I just imagine that was you. You're like, yeah.
Oh my god! But no, this is when I would still like try to like park at like whatever like setup in the practice room was like closest to the door, so that when people would walk in, like whatever game I was playing that I wanted to like bully them into trying would be like the first thing they saw. I think we did that with like the Pringles setup that year too.
Pringles, man.
Dude.
Pringles, Smarties. So I gotta ask, why Budokai? What's the? I mean, I've watched Glitch run this game a few times, and like, what's the draw there?
And what is it?
Yeah,
I don't know what that is.
It is go for it. Yeah,
it sounds tangentially similar to like a slur. You know what I mean? Like
Dragon Ball Z Budokai. Dragon Ball Z Budokai is a PS2 game that's also on GameCube, and it's like a fighting game speedrun. So you wouldn't think like fucking fighting games have like anything going or whatever. For the most part, I feel like a lot of people have that intention.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, I just got a recommended channel that was speedrunning Budokai. His name was McNuggets, and this dude was fucking hilarious. His name was McNuggets. He was like, after every fail, he'd like stand up and like hump his chair or some weird shit. And I was just like, this is like really funny.
Just like the Mr. Speedrun of Budokai. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, but he was like really genuine. He was really funny, and he was good at the game. And I grew up with the Budokai games, and he taught me a lot. It's just kind of like this like wow moment of like, holy moly, like there's all this like these all this tech and all these combos and stuff like that. And it was relatively easy to get into. So when I actually went to UKSG, there was a massive game store, and they had a copy of Budokai, the Japanese version. I was like, I'm gonna pick this up.
Yoink.
And then I just started running it, and I got pretty good. So
that's pretty dope.
And they took it.
Yeah,
based.
So, yeah.
I'm excited for it.
Never been rejected from GDQ, so I have. But I've always had a run at GDQ every time I've ran.
That is pretty.
I don't know why you spoke that into existence. Next time you submit, you're just gonna get like owned, just like on principle. They're gonna be like, "Well,
nah, bro, nah."
Sorry,
games.
I actually don't know if this is the first fighting game to be at GDQ. Honestly,
I feel like Tekken. No, I don't think they've had Tekken.
Street Fighter, Tekken.
I mean, I did the Nickelodeon shit.
Oh yeah, Nasby too.
Oh yeah, Nick Bro.
I guess that counts.
If you count platform fighters as fighting games.
I would.
I mean, as somebody in the FGC,
this conversation again, bro. Is it a party game?
Well, that's the interesting thing too, is because like GDQ would like never like they get some fighting game submissions, but like never take them. But like they took.
I think I'm gonna just keep it $100. I think they looked at my YouTube channel and they've looked. Oh, it's 30 minutes. Get them in. Get the PlayStation stuff out of the way. Get the PlayStation stuff out of the way so we can have our 8 Mega Man games and 4 Zelda games. They
didn't take that much Mega Man, but
there's still probably like 3 or 4 games in there. There always is.
I mean, yeah, there's always Mega Man, but it's like
I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was gonna get in with Mega Man X4, but like I think they had it last time, so yeah.
I think so. Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked. But
yeah. How many submissions did you do?
18.
Like, was it just 4? I think 4. Okay. Maybe.
What were you for?
I can only remember 3, low key.
That's cool.
That's so valid.
Yeah,
that's fair.
It was I submitted Yu-Gi-Oh! FM.
Oh my god.
Yeah, not vanilla though. Not vanilla. 15 card.
Well,
15 card, which ESA actually was brave enough to take. Shouts to them. And then at Mega Man X4 and then Dragon Ball Z Budokai. I think it was a Sly 3 episode. Yeah, I submitted as well. That was it though.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad I got Budokai in because it's the easiest game of the bunch to derust and just kind of do some runs of. So
no, that's so
yeah. And
especially because you're going to be coming in with some pretty major jet lag, so it's just like
never felt it, man. Never felt jet lag.
Oh, okay.
I just tank that shit.
Dang.
I just drink
Just
water,
take that
bro.
shit.
I'm up at 3 a.m. every day. It doesn't matter to me.
Dude, I have an alarm at 10:30 that says turn off your computer every day.
Wow, you're just like Cole for real. Cole has the same
I
thing.
Wow.
Yeah, I got a new computer, so
Although Cole
yeah,
doesn't listen to it half the time.
I had that on my old computer. Well, actually,
Like 10:30 a.m. or 10:30 p.m.
I think it's at
Oh,
midnight.
that's PM.
yeah, I assume.
Okay.
PM.
Well, that's what Ricky and I were talking about.
Yeah, dude, I gotta get some DJ shit in there. Like, come on.
I gotta make sure I go to bed before.
You're expecting me to wake up at 6 a.m. to like grind like speedrunning, and then it's like 10:30. I'm like, oh, you can't game anymore.
Hell no.
Yeah, no.
It's time for bed.
Absolutely the fuck not.
No, I was just gonna talk about how I don't have the timer thing on my computer anymore because I
So
haven't
you
put it on
literally
there
just
yet.
lied to someone.
No,
you've
I
never
had it
met
on my old
before.
computer.
No, I
though.
didn't lie.
And
he had it.
okay.
And
He just
yeah,
doesn't
I
know how to
had
use his
it.
computer yet, so you know what I mean. It's fine. You know?
Dude, Windows 11 is kind of like tripping me up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, but you guys don't want to hear me talk about all that dumb shit. Like average like Microsoft user complaining about Windows 11. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
But-
poor
I've
Crush
got,
Kitchen.
Mr. Rickster. I'm not gonna say that one.
Close enough. Close
Does anybody call you the Rizzler?
Oh, yeah.
True. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
that's-
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
gotta.
That's gonna die in 2 years though, so I'm just waiting it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a friend named Boomer, and he just all he had to do was wait 4 years, and he's like, yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, pretty much. You know, it might
Wow.
take 6 or 7 years, though. You know, who knows? But so
I don't want to let that slide. Fuck you.
Yeah, no.
That's stupid as shit.
Mods,
Wait, what?
kill that guy.
So I have a question. So you said that you've been speedrunning since the dark ages, you know, where like everyone was in their basement and stuff, right? And I just want to say and have a question. What are the differences that you've seen like from like back then, just starting in the speedrunning landscape then, in comparison to like now, like current day? Are there any things that like super jump out, or like just even like cultural changes, or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera?
Sure. Yeah. There's a lot that's changed in like 10 years. Small correction though, I would say I was in the golden age. 20,
Yeah.
20
The
anything
Renaissance.
before live streaming, that's the dark ages. I started in 2011. That's when Justin TV turned into Twitch. So
I was
like,
gonna say,
I
as someone
literally
that-
started during
I
live
started
streaming.
in 2015. I also have to agree with you.
Yep. So like 2011 to like 2014, maybe 15-ish, around there. That's like the golden age. That's like what I noticed back then was, dude, people were just watching speedrunning, like on Speedruns Live and stuff like that. Like I would say you would have a lot of people that genuinely would just boot up Speedruns Live. They would just watch whatever game that was on there. They didn't care if they grew up with the game. They didn't care if, you know, they related to the game or whatever. The fact that there was a timer on the game was just enough of like a whoa, somebody's doing all these tricks and all these games. Like people literally just wanted like just to consume information of like, I want to see the tricks in this game and this game and this game. And just to like, I don't know, like I remember just watching, like half the streams I was watching was games I didn't even play or didn't even grow up with. It's like I really didn't play much Sunshine or whatever. I never played Donkey Kong Country or something, but I'm just up there at like 8 a.m. before school just watching somebody speedrun DKC1 or something just to watch the tricks. The novelty in itself was huge back then. And it's also, the viewership, man, was crazy. I mean, it was nuts, man. I literally did the very, like, so you know how like people these days, they just like to like farm viewers. It's just like, oh, let me just do like 100% trifecta and then I'll get a shit ton of viewers. I'm gonna get 100 viewers with,
Or they just buy V-bots.
Well, yeah, but that's
Speedrunners
not
don't really do that.
yeah, but,
We're better than that. Sorry.
those didn't exist back then.
That's
anyway,
true, they didn't.
But like, I literally did just a one-off, the first ever Jack trifecta, which was any percent 1, 2, 3. It took like 3 hours. I got 700 viewers, no raids.
Christ.
Just,
my Lord.
just like I was just climbing up on Speedruns Live. It's just like, whoa, this guy's beating all 3 Jack games all in a row, and people just like tuned in to watch. There was no splits. There was 3 timers for one for each game, and they were just basic W split layouts. Just, I think the novelty was like, it drew in people a lot for sure.
Real quick, how much of that do you think has to do with it speedrunning being the novelty versus like streaming is really starting to become a thing and
Probably
people are like, oh, people are streaming video games. Both? Okay.
Both for sure, yeah. I think it was also just people's first exposure to it. Like you come in and you're just like one thing I've said a lot recently is we need to spice up speedrunning because we are running out of people to expose the hobby to who have never seen it before, which is like that's why the golden age was the golden age, because it was the first time it kind of came out the underground in a way. It's just like, here it is, here's GDQ, here's Twitch, here's Speedruns Live. All this shit is happening. And people are like exporting, like there was an export feature, you could export your runs to YouTube. So now YouTube, like speedruns that were done on Twitch, get exported to YouTube, get a shit ton of views. Yeah. Just some random old VOD with like the basic like link to their stream or whatever that they didn't even bother to change, just has like, 500,000 views or some shit like that. I'd say the other thing that I would say is the attitude. Dude, taking donations back then, bro. Oh.
Yeah.
That was rough. I remember
that.
If you took donation at all, you got labeled, bro. Boom, sellout. Straight up, you just got called a sellout. You got called like a cloud chaser. Okay, you got called this and that. Yeah, it was rough, man. It really was.
I feel like
allowed. Okay, you've got to be
pretty much. We were crabs in a bucket. Yeah, no, seriously.
Dude, yeah. I feel like there's still traces of that in the community to this day.
Absolutely.
Sometimes, especially with talking about charity marathon events, where it's just like, oh, we're selling out with these incentives or with the way we're structuring
selling out for charity.
I think there was a more recent time, but there's a majority. Yeah, I know, right? Raising money for charity, selling out, right? I remember like a little less recently, like there's a Majora's Mask runner named Majin Phil who was like, I want to like coach on Metafy to help people learn the game. And he got flamed the fuck out for wanting to do that.
I feel like there was another speedrunner who did that too, and he got flamed too. And it's just like, bro.
Might have been. I wouldn't be shocked if it was Trihex.
It's like, bro, he's literally better than you. Like,
yeah.
like what do you want? It's like
It's just like.
Yeah, no, it was a huge problem, especially because like, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, this was really stupid in hindsight, but like, I was so enamored with speedrunning. I knew I wanted to do it like somewhat full time in one way or the other. It took me a while to figure it out, but I was just like, how am I supposed to make anything out of this if I'm not allowed to take money for it, or like I'm not allowed to grow? It's just like I wasn't allowed to escape the bubble. There was actually a handful of people that did escape the bubble that almost brought the casual audience and variety to streaming for the first time. They were called the Wobblers. It was it was a Twitch team of like, I don't remember like who was on it.
Fire Dragon was one
Caleb
of them.
Hart, yeah. I can only think of like just not good individuals.
Yeah, there's a couple of individuals in there that are not great, unfortunately, but it is a part of the history.
Yes, exactly. And then there was like a subgroup that had less viewers that like were called the Wigglers.
The Wigglers or something? Yeah.
Yes, the Wigglers.
I know Kung Fu Fruit Cup was in that, for example.
360
She's been
Prism
around
was
a lot
there.
longer.
Yeah, Big John. Yeah. And so these people were more focused on like, we're not going to be as competitive as possible. We're going to try and like do more content focused things
and
actually have be streamers, have a schedule and stuff like that. And people were like so mad at them at first because they were like, how dare you take money and be bad at the game? But then there was like, and then it was like, dude, that's like fucking
that's
L.
just how you
like,
do it now.
They're like, it's a business. Like,
you gotta put food on the table. Like,
yeah, exactly. But understandably so, it was like a big change at the time. So it's like, I get why people were mad. I was mad because I was just like a kid at the time, like, in 2012, 13, whatever, like I was 16, 17 or whatever. So I was influenced by a lot of my peers around me who were saying all these things. So dude, it took me a long time to get like alerts on my channel. Like, I still like struggle with it. Yeah, exactly. It took me so long to be like, I'm going to have sub alerts and stuff like that. And the more recent like COVID generation of when I didn't have alerts on, they're like, why do you not have alerts on? And I'm just like, where do I start? Where do I start? It's like, I just told you guys, it took me like a couple minutes to tell you.
Exactly.
So imagine explaining that every time to them. Yeah.
So what made you transition from from being just a speedrunner to then also making content for it as well? Like if you were kind of hanging around the crowd that used to be against that.
Yeah, I don't really know what exactly like drove me to do it. I would say, I mean, over the years, I have a lot of it's unlisted now, but like I always used to make little videos where it's just my speed run, and then I'd like talk over it and talk about random things. I remember like in 2017 I made a video about like just talking about BCPS3 and what we should do about it and all that stuff. So just like
kind of like a COD commentary type of thing where you just
I guess
footage
so.
in the back.
Yeah,
and talk
exactly. Or like strat comparisons where I'd like kind of make like a bit of an edited video with like cool music and just have some, you know, like here's how much this strat saves for Ratchet and stuff like that. I'd make movement guides and stuff. So I'd always made some stuff. Also, before I was a speedrunner, I did Let's Plays, so I already like kind of knew how to edit, sort of.
Okay.
And so I think it was just, it was at AGDQ 2018, I feel. I was sitting in the car with EasyScape, and he was telling me that YouTube was the future, and he was saying like, this is like, you know, there's like some serious growth you can be had on YouTube and all this stuff. And I'm like, oh, I'm still stuck in my own ways. I'm over here like, nah, it's just some sellout shit or whatever. He's just trying to flex his money or whatever. But at the time, it's like he was an outsider. He was playing RuneScape, and he comes in and he's just like actually like doing really well view wise and stuff like that. All these years later, I'm realizing he's not flexing his money to me. He's telling me you need to get on this because it's got potential.
Yeah.
And I'm watching his videos and they're really entertaining. And then Salt's coming up, and then you know, like all these other people are making videos, like Goose and Carl were making videos, like Salt, and stuff. Yeah. And I'm watching them, and I'm like, these are really good, but like, where's the PlayStation shit? You know, for years, literally, I've always complained about how PlayStation has just been like oppressed almost in a way. Like every time we get
gamers are oppressed. Yeah, no, I know exactly what
I don't know how else to say it. Like, sorry, that was a really shitty word.
Funny.
No, I get it. It is just funny. But I get what you're saying.
That reminds me of like that fucking clip of like the most oppressed group of all, gamers.
PlayStation gamers, specifically.
PlayStation Nation.
He like flies through the ceiling or whatever.
I would say by comparison to like Nintendo, right?
Yeah,
definitely.
Pretty much has been
given less
again.
Oh my god.
But yeah, no, like it was just we weren't being represented at all at GDQ. We'd submit all the time, and like we'd get like 2 or 3 runs or whatever. It's like I made a video on that too. I made like is GDQ the best speedrunning marathon? That was an old ass video.
I remember
but I made a video on that. I was just like, here's just like what ESA is able to offer in terms of like different shit and all this stuff. But to kind of get to your question, I think I was just I kind of just took a gamble. I moved to the UK with somebody I met through speedrunning. I wasn't planning on staying there for a while, like forever or whatever. But this happened in January 2020, a great time for the world.
Oh my god!
So I moved in. COVID happened within a month, and then my buddy, who was like my buddy that I met through like GoldenEye running, he was just like, dude, I don't need my laptop. Like, I literally don't go to school anymore. I can do everything from my desktop. He gave me his laptop, and I just started making videos on it because we only had one PC, and I didn't really have like a recording setup. So I didn't speedrun at all. Like, I was just making videos at this point. So I just tried to get my YouTube channel to grow, and I just kept making videos, and they were like seeing slow progress and stuff. And then I made The Man Who Broke Spyro in half, and that video got like 500,000 views like very quickly. And I was like, oh, like there is something here. Because like, again, I had no idea that people actually cared about PlayStation and stuff. I took a chance completely. And I just kind of kept making them and kind of hoped. I was just thinking like, dude, the PS2 is the best selling console ever. Surely
there's got to be a market there. Yeah.
There's got to be a market for it for sure. And I was also being very competitive. I was looking at the other people who made videos, and I was just like, I can do this better. Like I can make better videos.
That's actually.
I literally watch every speedrun video, and I go, this is really good, this is really bad. I absorb that, and I go like, I can do
you basically just take in the information and like steal it and be like, don't do this, I need to steal this and combine it into your own thing.
Well, not only that, but sometimes if they want to make more videos, I tell them like, this was really good, but you should improve on this or this or that. Like, I have so many do's and don'ts now. And I think that's the problem with a lot of the other people that are just like, they just make like Nintendo speedrunning videos. They just watch each other and that's it. They don't like expand the horizons to like other games. It's like, I don't care what the game is, bro. I think I watched Dr. Swellman's Mass Effect 2 video, like world record history. It's like an hour and a half. I've never played Mass Effect. I don't know the characters. I don't know any of the levels. I haven't laid a second on the game. but I just did it for the hustle. I was just like, I want to see what he does right or wrong.
Not
exactly.
That's all it is. Times 1 speed. He was,
like 0.8 even maybe.
No, I watch it at one time speed because I look at the music a lot.
That's like, also fair too. Yeah.
Like I could go on about this. Like I'm a super nerd about that kind of making video. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's sort of like my dream too, is to have something similar, to be like, I guess like a YouTuber. I don't really know what I'd want to call it.
He said, I guess.
I'm kind of curious. Like he just does. Okay,
I feel you.
He's been working on this Scooby video. It's like never coming out.
Yeah, guys, surely it'll drop before.
But surely. But I'm kind of just curious, like when you were like grinding YouTube, like what was sort of like this, I don't know how to phrase this, like the schedule, I guess. Like what was the routine that you sort of went through to try and like accumulate knowledge and then execute on that and things like that? Because I would assume there's probably like, there were so many bumps in the road probably, or just like a lot of hurdles you had to jump through, and especially during like COVID, if that's when you were starting to do it and living in a country that you were not in before.
Yeah, no, it was tough. I would say the process of actually editing the video, I already knew, so that was nice. Like I already knew that from doing a couple like weird projects here and there, and also doing Let's Plays and stuff like that. But like the process and the hurdles, like, is it like more like how do you get started? Like how did I get started, or
more? I mean, I guess that I mean that's a nice question too. But I guess I was more so talking about just like already being in the thick of it. Like how did you balance like everything going on in terms of like
workflow?
How did you improve like workflow, and then like things happening in IRL and like things like that?
It was not good. And like when I was in the UK, like I can't believe I can't believe I was happy, man. I got this laptop, bro. I'm shitty. I'm not even joking. It was not a good laptop. I did video editing for 8 hours and I played League with my friends for 3 hours and went to bed and did it again the next day. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'd sometimes touch grass and like go on a walk with my roomie because he was also like unemployed. Yeah, literally, we'd walk the empty streets of the UK and we'd like just like find random like areas and trespass and just be fucking just be. I don't know. It was a great. It really was great. I know it sounds like kind of weird, but I think it was just that I just moved away and I just did something different and all that time. And like, yes, I'm playing League. Like,
that's tough.
It can't all be good.
That's
we can't all be perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. But look, I had some friends and they weren't super competitive and I wasn't super competitive. We were just shooting the shit. It was whatever. Yeah. But actually getting a schedule was kind of like I had no choice, I would say. And also I was in the honeymoon. I think my initial workflow was just coming from like, oh, I want to do this video. And I was able to get them out. Like there weren't as many expectations on me either. It was just kind of experimenting and just get shit out, see what works. And my number one advice to anybody that's starting with YouTube, which is really funny because you just said you're working on a long video, is make your first video short.
Definitely. I would agree.
My first video that like I did that was scripted. Like it was on a really bad microphone and like it was 6 minutes long. The script wasn't like super. Like, just don't make it overly ambitious. Keep upping the ante every time. My first video was like 6, then I went to 10, then I went to 12, then 18, 24. And now every video I make is 40 minutes plus probably because not only do I expect a lot of myself, but the others do, like everyone else does too. They're expecting some big story. And to be fair, I don't make videos on stuff that doesn't have a lot of layers and stuff. Yeah. So, but you end up seeing...
and you're also just more efficient too. Like that's the other thing.
Yeah. For sure. You end up seeing those layers like later as you go as well.
Okay.
They call them the onion of the PlayStation. You know, people have been saying that.
Exactly. I can't believe Ricky is actually just Danish Shrek. That's crazy.
Dude, onions fucking suck, bro.
That's a crazy take.
Wow. Onions.
That is actually a crazy take.
Dude, they use onions as like spice over here for everything. I'm like, get that shit out of my burger, man.
Well, you are in the Europe, so that's just unlucky.
The Europe.
Yeah, the Europe. Dude, you don't even know where the fuck I'm from, man.
Denmark. He said it. I just thought Europe was funnier to say. And
oh my God, he remembered something I said 30 seconds ago. I'm so proud of him.
Wow, it's almost like I listen to people on the podcast. Whoa! I have.
Wait, what'd you say?
What? I have a kind of to complete your other point of like how speedrunning has changed now. Could you speak more on that? Because you mentioned something that was interesting to me, which is I forgot. But you mentioned something. Oh, I can
go over my 2 points real quick.
Yeah,
my speedrunners sellouts.
No, that speedrunning content needs to change, or like it needs to spice up, or whatever. Like that.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
kind of what I've. You said that I like kind of piqued my interest, but also just in general, like how do you see the culture shift nowadays? You know, and what is
for
that?
content?
Because you did mention that the culture beforehand was like cringe, or like the culture beforehand was more like novel, and it's like this whole novelty, and then now it's kind of shifted away from that, and now like, you know,
it's
so basically
weird.
both those things.
I think I'll start off with this and say like when we started, we were just like one big circle, and in this circle, everyone is super friendly, but also famous, and like at least in my eyes, everybody's super huge on Twitch, and everybody's cool, and everyone's getting 1 million viewers, and everybody like knew each other. So when you went to these events, like I kind of heard of everybody in a way, because there weren't as many runners. It's almost like the barrier for entry was bigger in a way. It felt like speedrunners were like magicians at the time, in a way. So everybody kind of knew each other, and as the scene kind of like grew and grew and grew and grew and grew, there was like an explosion at one point, and now there's Discord, and like everybody has their own little Discords. But when you go in those Discords, you will find like 95% of those Discords are like super welcoming and super honest and lovely to be around. And if you love the game, the community is probably going to just be a place you're going to want to stay in. And I don't know if I can say that for the for like what was before. I guess it was just kind of bound to break at some point.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's hard. Like, it's a big question.
Big before it splits into all these basically other circles where you have
smaller
like,
bubbles.
This is a bubble. This is a bubble, and then it's just too big at that point.
For me though, I definitely missed the SRL kind of vibe where everybody like sort of knew each other. So I made the basically what I did was I made an Excel sheet, and I went into every like PlayStation speedrunner chat. I started with Europeans because they were more likely to go to USA, and I'm like, hey, are you going to Europe? Got an answer from them, typed it down. If they said maybe, I typed maybe. And then I kept sending it to more and more people, and then all of a sudden there'd be like 40 people on here, and out of the 40, there'd be like 17 yeses, and then somebody's like, oh, I know that guy. He's my buddy. Like, maybe I should go if he's going. Yeah. And then it snowballed completely. And then at ESA 2022, the first one after COVID, we were like 50 to 60 PlayStation runners, like all at the same event. And then it kept going at 23 and 24, and we just keep growing. Like we don't fit in the group photo anymore. We're too big.
Wow.
That's
kind of wild. Sick.
And that's where the PlayStation Nation thing kind of comes from. Is just like I just wanted to reunite everything. I was just like, I don't think I can reunite the whole speedrunning scene anymore, but I think I can unite at least people that are into the same console relatively. Yeah. Basically, like so PS2, PS1 stuff, and I just kind of try to create that, and we have a Discord and all that stuff for PlayStation runners that are going to ESA, and it's huge. And I mean, the attendance rate of PlayStation people is like, it's like 30 or 40% of the event, bro. It's so much.
Sick.
I don't know if it's
wow.
I don't know if it's 40%. It's definitely
single-handedly keeping ESA alive.
It is 100%. Yeah, no, literally, it's crazy. Yeah. But like other culture shifts, it's hard to say. I mean, you could talk about a lot of things like viewership, content, world record culture, how viewers interact with things, what kind of content people consume, what's actually good content to consume. That's subjective, but obviously
that's objective in my eyes. Me personally.
I mean, we have the algorithm as a concept now, and that was a true thing.
We are an algorithm.
Like I was not a
like and subscribe for the algorithm, please. Just now, if you haven't done it already, you should do that. I guess you mentioned something. I guess to give you some direction, you mentioned something about speedrunning content nowadays needs like a spark or like a new direction. Do you have an idea for that, or like what is your kind of opinion on that?
Where are we stagnating?
Well,
maybe if you think we're stagnating.
No,
I make it.
But no. Dude. I make that shit, and everybody else does too. But yeah, what I was trying to say is, at the time, all you had to do was the novelty of speedrunning itself. If you just take somebody who's not played their like SM64 since 1998 or whatever, and then you like blindfold them, and then you just do that, and then boom, there's the speed run right in front of them. Somebody's on pace setting a new world record. They're gonna get their fucking minds blown. They're like, oh my god. But like we're running out of people where that's happening to in a way. So like back then it was literally like again, Cyclemic was getting like over 10,000, like 10,000 to 14,000 viewers on pace with no mic, no cam, by the way.
Yep.
So that concept was so novel and it was so exciting for at the time that was enough for people to watch it. It's not enough anymore because it's so oversaturated. Everybody, like, you can go on Twitch and watch like anybody. Like, I'll probably find like 20 people live in my following list. Or if I want to look for any speedrun for anything, I can just go to speedrun.com. Like, now there's a centralized leaderboard.
Speedrun for it. There's a
leaderboard
for everything.
There's multiple, and there's multiple categories. There's probably some guy who has the sweep, some prolific goat that like is out there,
random
right?
niche game. Like,
yeah.
And then you beat this run in 45 minutes, and then he has a meltdown, and then it's just like, it's tough.
Well, or they come back and they just like.
Yeah, but in my opinion, I mean, like what does speedrunning need is like. The next big couple waves that happen in the after the initial golden age was the content stuff, which was like I would say Easyscape's like top 10 videos was like a new kind of thing on it. Then they kind of turned into story videos. Then Minecraft happened, which was like super exploding.
Yeah.
And then but the speedrun content stuff stuck around and it got way better. I will say. But there is also, I don't know, it's a little bit of like, I remember when the world record history format was really popping in like 2019 to like 2022.
Summoning salt.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, everybody was watching Summoning Salt, and then like Trey made like a Sunshine video, and like somebody else made video, and then somebody else makes another one, and then like there's like 3 good creators who've made world record history videos, and then all of a sudden you're like hooked. You're like, every world record history video is good, and then you find out that like not all of them are good. Not all of them are good. And then that like genre of video loses its
luster,
credibility. Mustard. Yeah, on the beat.
I said luster, like shine.
Oh, I heard mustard on the beat.
No.
Exactly. We need Kendrick to pick up Smarties or something,
Dude, that
would turn that shit into
Smarties on the beat, ho.
He can't record and just turn the TV off. Oh my god.
I want to see a Kendrick speedrun pop up.
He'd be like the type to like quiet pop off. You know when people like quiet pop off?
Yeah, he'd like look in the camera, he'd be like
and then he makes a fucking track about it and then drops it.
Oh my god.
This is Drake somewhere in it, and then it blows up and then everyone's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Going back to the other thing real quick, there's one thing is very clear is that there's a lot of creators that specialize in a lot of different things right now. For example, Bismuth is quite literally the polar opposite from me, and I think that's really good that we live in a universe where both can exist. His stuff is Nintendo oriented, like kind of. I mean, I'm dry too. I would say like more information driven, like more, like coding, math, things like that. Like more of like how the game works. How
yeah,
exactly. Like digging into that stuff. Whereas I care about like the story about the person, the come up, the hurdles, like the tricks the person had to overcome, the personal struggles. Maybe it's like a wrist injury or something. It's like I want to talk about shit like that. Like I'm more on like the sports documentary side and in a way, but just for speedrunning. So that's where I'm more at, I would say. So a lot of my videos tend to focus on the people somewhat much more than the game. It's like I have so many of my videos where when I watch them back, I will just skip the first 5 minutes because it's just all explaining the game tech to all the newbies.
Yeah.
I'm just like, it bores me, but it's needed context a lot of the time.
Exactly.
And I've tried to cut down on that because I'm like, if it bores me, then like, how can I cut it out as much as possible?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like, you can't.
Going through the same thing. Yeah.
It's like the principle of making content that you would want to watch is like,
exactly.
But you also have to balance it with like, well, not everyone knows this thing, and like, but then it's like, do they need to know that? Because like, there's some things where it's just like, you don't really need to know how this random speed tech works.
Exactly.
You know
and if it doesn't come back later in the script, you don't need to know. Sometimes.
Yeah. I guess on a more, this might be more of a, so if anyone has any more like questions for Ricky on this subject, feel free to launch now. But I kind of wanted to ask something on a more separate note, especially now that, you know, we're in the year of like 2025. I wanted to ask you this specifically since you've been speedrunning for so long. I've always had this kind of like theory that if you just focus on like one thing or like one game, even just like one pursuit, whether it's just like, oh, I'm going all in on video editing, or I'm going all in on being the best at Mario, whatever, right? That you're like, it's not only like just like, you know, a shame because you're not expanding, like broadening yourself, but also it makes you actually worse at the thing you're trying to focus on. Yeah. And something I've noticed with you, especially lately, is you like, even outside of just like speedrunning and being online, like you've been like doing a lot more stuff, like, you know, listening to a lot of new music, like, you know, I was going to ask as well, like how disc golf was earlier today, you know, like for example, or just like, you know, like being a more whole person. I was just kind of curious to hear your thoughts on like, you know, when and how did you kind of start to come into some of these other aspects of your life? And
very recently, man, like super recently. I want to say like 3 weeks ago, man, almost. I would say the main takeaway I would say from your question is, dude, I've always struggled to speedrun at like a competitive level and make videos at the same time because they both require so much time, so much thought. Yeah. And also I was just very driven by like, what do I want to do today? Instead of actually just like sitting down and having a time where I'm like, I'm going to stream now and I'm going to work on videos now. So that's a really good question. Yeah, man. I mean, get a little personal, I guess. Like I would say 3-ish weeks ago or so, like, dude, I could just feel myself. Like I was at a point where I was tired of my own excuses. I was literally tired of listening to myself. I was just like, dude, just change.
Felt that shit.
I'm tired of you. Yeah. I was so fucking tired of myself, bro. It was so annoying. Like, I don't know. I just felt like, I don't know, just things weren't working. And I needed some change in my life, and slowly but surely, I just started incorporating things, not like all immediately, but things into my life that like got a balance. So I was just like, okay, I found a speedrun buddy who lives like 30 minutes away. We hit the gym twice a week.
Nice.
Not more than twice, just 2 times. That's all. I was just like, that's about like I started with once because I was really out of shape, and now it's 2 times. And I play disc golf twice a week. There's Saturday and Sunday. That's when like the matches happen. Which, by the way, I shot course record on Saturday, so I kind of killed it. So that was really nice. And so yeah, it's just like workout Tuesday, Thursday, disc golf Saturday, Sunday. Keep it at that. And at some point, I was also just like, you need a stream schedule. Okay, I'm gonna do Monday through Thursday. I'll do 4 days a week. And then on the weekend when I'm home from disc golf, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm going to do video work. So I'm working like 7 days a week, but it's on shit that I love. And I just was like, you're going to make an alarm. You're going to go to bed at these times. It doesn't have to be ultra strict. It's not like go to bed at 11, wake up 7.
Right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like a window. It's just like go to bed between 10:30 and midnight, and then wake up between 7:45 and 9:30. That was like my that was the window and stuff like that. And dude, it's been working. It's all working. I'm just like actually getting sunlight. Who would have thought that would actually help? Crazy. Not staying up until 4 a.m.
Weird.
That was the thing that shocked me when we were just like trying to schedule like recording for this episode, because I'm so used to like the PlayStation runner stereotype of just being degenerates and being up till like 4 a.m.
No, dude.
Like,
I mean,
I'm like dead asleep by then, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
That's not possible. I know.
I was a degen man for a while. Like I think it, you know, I had a partner for a while from the US too. So it's just like I was up late talking to them. And this and that. And it's just like I keep making excuses. I do like offline runs and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, just stream your runs. Don't do like stick to the things that you said you would do. I'm just you know, again, I just started with like 2 things a week on this thing, then 2 days a week on this other thing, then get the schedule in. So now I have like 8 things I need to like meet up to. It's like 4 streaming days, 2 workout days, 2 disc golf days. And I'm kind of shocked that I have that discipline now, because I really didn't used to have that at all. But I also, it's like a lot of it's also just like waking up and looking yourself in the mirror and just being like, dude, is this how you want to live? for like 5 months, I looked at myself and I'm like, dude, you're getting chubby. You gotta work on this. I was just like, am I just gonna be like, oh well, yeah. Like, I don't know. It happened in like, for the first month, and I'm like, oh well, don't have time for it. Then it's 2 months, 3 months, and it keeps bothering me. And I'm like, well, if it keeps bothering me, do something about it. And so I do something about it. Yeah. And I'm also just like, dude, I'm making shitty videos. I need to make better videos. Like, do something about it. I'm just like, I sit there and it's weirdly competitive, but you're watching these other videos and you're just like, dude, this is so much better than what you're doing. Like, you need to be doing this. But then then you actually make it and you're just like, this guy's fucking trash. Like, I make way better shit, You're just like,
dude,
so
you gotta get so over. We're so bad.
Yeah, literally. No, like, you gotta go through the turmoil, man. There's some turmoil in all this shit. Yeah. And I always say every time, I'm always like, we'll see how long I can keep it up. Yeah. I'm not even gonna say that this time. I'm keeping it up. We're just doing it. Like,
hell yeah.
Yeah, that's what I really resonate with that. I guess to put it in my own words, it's like, for me, I got comfortable with okay, or the comfortable of where I was at, versus like, oh, things could be like a lot better, more disciplined, a lot healthier. But I need to get like that getting over yourself and just being like, no, I can actually do this. I just have to.
It's all about what you want out of life, man. Like, you can't it's okay to settle for something if that's your goal.
Yeah.
But for me, it's just like, I know I can do so many things, and it's just like, I'm not trying to waste my time, man.
Yeah.
And like, dude, real talk, man, like all my like competitors on YouTube and Twitch, they're all UK or US. I'm out here speaking a second language, and I'm fucking kicking your ass. Like, get your fucking game up, bro. Like,
ja, Colt.
Like, jag snackar fucking språk jag kan förstå, man. Var kommer ifrån, man? Kom nu.
Jag hablo español.
We'll let YouTube handle that one. It'll auto dub, right?
Yeah, it's actually great.
I could also just tell you. I could also just tell you, man.
Nah,
GG, shake my ass, Like.
All right. Well, I'll let it be known for the 6 million people that live here.
True.
Yeah.
There you go. Fair enough.
Oh, surely they'll all watch this.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they will. This will actually be our breakout episode. We're just gonna get 6 million views randomly on this podcast episode. It'll be fire.
Yeah. Dude, we're so bad. We're so bad.
Next episode, go back to 100.
My god!
You look at the YouTube analytics chart, and it's just like, it's just back down.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel what you mean, because like, for a long time I was pretty complacent. I've talked about it on the cast before. Like, I was really complacent with where I was, and it was like I was too content with being unhappy about where I was. So it's good to see people. You're not even 30, I guess, by what you've said, right?
I turned 29 in a week. Yeah.
Man, I feel so fucking old. But anyway, so it's like, but it's just like, yeah, no, it's good to see people just not being okay with that. I mean, especially because like, you're very clearly not falling into the trap that I see a lot of YouTubers, speedrunners fall into, which is that if you back off at all to focus on other aspects of life, you feel like it's going to do a disservice.
It's going to collapse the empire.
Yeah, it's going to collapse. But it seems to me that you're like, no, this will only help me do other things, like the things that I want to do better, because there won't be other things
playing the long game,
clouding you.
Got to keep the flame lit.
Yeah,
for sure. Like,
I feel like it's the way you keep the speedrunning community going at this point, because I feel like the meta used to be that if you got a GQ run like that, like, we get a ton of views, and that would be like people's entry point to be like, oh, people run this game, I'm gonna dig a little bit deeper. But it just doesn't really work like that anymore.
Well, I was gonna say, it seems to me that like at the very start, a lot of the curiosity was more innate, and it was a lot more like it just happened for people. And now it's like you have to create that curiosity. You have to make people understand, no, you do want to learn about this, and I'm going to show you why.
Yeah. You gotta give
whereas
them a
before, whereas before you
gotta give them a grind
didn't really have to. Exactly. Yeah.
It's the same on Twitch. So. I think people really miss the point that you gotta give your viewers stakes. It's like, it's like, bro, like, did you see the tweet that, not the tweet, it was like a Blue Sky post. I was like, I was watching Mortal, but I was watching, it was just like, what was it I said? I was just like, I was just like spending my chungus evening watching a default live split with a milkshake as a background. I'm like,
oh yeah, I think
it's just like I'm down to watch. It's like I'm down to watch that. You know, I'm underground. I watch like no mic shit or no cam. I don't give a fuck. But I'm just thinking like, how do you get people to care about all this stuff that I think is really cool and all this stuff? It's just like you got to give people like a grind sometimes to like care about. Like I don't know. I think that's sometimes where viewership is built is people care about the like somebody building towards something or somebody wanting to see a challenge be completed or like stakes is actually huge.
When it comes to this kind of platform.
And that the journey is a big part of it too, right? Because I think a lot of
we are not.
Nope, we are not doing that.
I think it's something too where it's like it doesn't even have to be like crazy stakes either. Because I think that's another thing that people maybe like misconstrue. Like you don't have to be going for record to have stakes. You could be like, I want to get this specific time, and then you grind for that, and that can be enough of like stake building to be like, oh. Like he's going for something, he's trying this or whatever, rather than just being like, I like playing this video game. Yeah, so does 50 fucking other people. You know what I mean? Or like depending on how many people.
Yeah. I think the other thing too is I think what really like the thing that really gets people to actually like participate is when they like kind of see themselves and whoever they're exposed to on the speedrunning front. So like the example I use a lot is like I think for a lot of people it's like hard to be like. They see like a Mario 64 like world record or like from like Suigi or whatever and be like, oh, he's like just way too good. I could never do that. I could never be like him. But maybe they see a game that's like a lot more up their alley, or they see someone in the middle of their journey making mistakes or like, you know, having those different kinds of stakes where it's not just world record, like something like that and being like, oh, I see myself a lot more than that. Like the story I tell a lot is the person who when I saw, I was like, oh, I really need to do the speedrunning thing was Metasigma, who's like a really like old school name. Yeah. He did Secret of Evermore back in the day.
Soden?
No, Secret of Evermore.
Okay. Okay.
So, and like his thing, like obviously he was good at the game, but he was just passionate and his energy and his thing, well, obviously he wanted to get the record or the time or the journey, but like he just was so excited about the game and wanted to share it with people. And I connected with that because I play a bunch of games that no one's ever heard of. You know, and that don't get a lot of exposure. So I'm like, oh, this is like the blueprint. I can see myself, maybe not I don't want to be a carbon copy, but it's like, I see myself in that, right? So it's like, you know, that's kind of, I appreciate, you know, Ricky, what you do, for example, because I think, you know, what you were saying with the PlayStation stuff, like, I think a lot more people might see themselves in the shoes of someone playing PlayStation stuff because they grew up with it. But because it's so Nintendo saturated, it's like, oh, well, I guess that's what speedrunning is. It's just like Nintendo, Minecraft, whatever the popular shit is.
And Roblox. Don't forget that.
And Roblox,
unfortunately. I also feel like a lot of the time there's like, I don't want to say like no stakes, but I feel like you don't hear about the next SM64 up and comer before they're like top 3. Like a lot of the time, like those stories are just completely like non-heard of or
the ball knowers know, but like
exactly.
No one's like there's no like news. It's like you know, it's like it's weird.
Something else that gets lost a lot is like who really finds a lot of tech. Like you can probably name a ton of skips like in any given game, but as to who found it, most people. A lot of people are so invested in like the world record now, though, that it's like they just care about who's doing the stuff now, as opposed to who made it possible for that person to get where they are.
Yeah, I have my most successful series on YouTube is about glitch hunters. Actually, people are begging for more videos about that, but it's just kind of it's kind of hard to top the stuff that I already have in that regard. But I do try to give credit to glitch hunters and runners and stuff. I guess I can just more relate to the runner stuff because I don't really go out of my way to find too many glitches. Like I usually,
I'm the same way.
I usually just, I'm a grinder for sure.
Yeah. I'm a grinder or like I find like a little slight improvement to the way we were already doing something.
A lot of what I do is like combat.
Yeah.
I was so gonna make that joke, and then I was like, "No, that's too stupid."
Don't worry.
I literally once I said it, I was like, "Oh wow, we're still going!" Like, holy shit, nobody said anything.
Don't worry, I'll ruin it. I got you.
Don't get our audience's hopes up, Nestani and Cole. Be very careful with your next words.
I remember when Ninja Gaiden 4 recently came out. A lot of people were like, "How low do you think this game will go?" And I'm like, it'll probably be pretty long until somebody finds something crazy, but it's not going to be me that finds it. Like, I'm going to route combat, you know, if anybody's going to make this go really low, it won't be me. And like one Cardinal has found so much shit, but because of the way that the game works, it's like 90% of it's not amounted to anything. So it's like, and I really hope that eventually people, like somebody will get to tell that story. Maybe it'll be me if the game gets low enough, you know, about how one Cardinal spent the first month or whatever of the game being out, just running into walls with certain abilities and stuff and just grinding off and online. Just, I mean, he didn't even bother with movement and, you know, combat until, I don't know, like a week or two into the game. And he just, I really told him, like, I really appreciate you being around because this game is where it's at right now because of you. So it's just, it's irritating to me sometimes that like, the people that use that stuff and get it optimized are sometimes given more validation than the people, again, you know, that made it possible in the first place.
Yeah.
So
I feel like that goes with a lot of things outside of speedrun. Like I see it with like FGC Smash stuff a lot too, where it's like you see a lot of love for the players, but it's like, you know,
the labbers don't get enough.
The labbers don't get enough, or people like Fizzy who like made Slip. I think Fizzy gets a lot. He gets a lot of credit.
Yeah, but
unless
you
your
know,
name is like. Unless you're like one and the same, which is like Marlon Pie, who would show up to every new Marvel vs. Capcom 3 major with a new Doom combo. Yeah. And that was like the thing that everybody looked forward to every event because it was just known that he was like an execution wizard. But outside of that, yeah, the people that, again, make it possible are, they sometimes go by the wayside.
Yeah. I feel like it's like pretty common. But like I do like whenever like there are like certain runners that will be like, no, I didn't like, this person did that.
Fine,
and they like point to them.
Yeah,
and
I think a lot of runners do go out of their way to say like, hey, this is because of this person, you know. Yeah. So
exactly.
Pretty
or it's because of like it's because of these 10 people before me. It's just like here's this line of 15-second string of movement. It's like this guy made it original. In 2005, he improved this jump. This guy in 2008 improved that jump, and then like
the end
it's
of
just
every
like a string
GDQ
of 10
run. Thank you to all these 10 people actually doing this game.
That's how I feel whenever I do like Vex in like a marathon setting, where it's just like, you know, like most of this, like I found like a couple things, but like most of this, like
I found all of it, bro.
Yeah, no. It's like
not everything. You know?
Dude, I actually found shit for Vex though, for real.
Yeah.
I was gonna say your caption, because I was reading up on more of your stuff because I was only peripherally like familiar with your stuff, mostly like Jack 3, I want to say, prior to this, and I actually saw that on like the caption for your Budokai record. It was the first line is a huge thanks to everyone who came before me, and I was like, this guy gets it, you know, he knows what's up,
dude. I mean, I also get this shit in Twitch chat. Like sometimes I'm just typing yo GL and then somebody's like, oh my God. And I'm just like, dude, I've been here before you. Like for 5 years. It's like people are surprised that I'm watching Zem speedrun Ratchet. It's like, dude, I was watching this dude in front of 8 viewers in a wife beater with shitty webcam quality with like playing Ratchet and Clank 3. Like just.
And now you're watching him in a slightly better webcam in a wife beater in
a different country. Yeah, he's sitting like 20 meters away from the mic, man. I'm just like, dude, this guy's sick. He's so good at this game. And then people get surprised that I'm in there. It's like, yeah, bro. I don't know. Like
I was here when the scripture was written, motherfucker. Like I don't understand.
Dude, like yeah,
he knows ball.
I know it can sound kind of I don't know if condescending is the word. English not my main language. No, but I was gonna say I definitely feel like one thing I do have over the other creators that I'm kind of happy with, I guess, is like, yeah, I do have that like history of like running games at a high level. So it's like when I'm describing what it's like to be on pace and like what it's like to be nervous and you know how it's like to actually practice and overcome a trick that you just can't seem to get down. It's like I know what I'm talking about, where it's like if someone else is doing that and they've only been in the scene for a little while and they haven't really like actually been in the dirt and done all that stuff, yeah, it's just like I'm just like, dude, you don't know what you're on about. Like you're just
you do
saying
not know
that,
ball.
but you like, yeah, I'm just like, yeah, well, you're saying that, and while it could be, it is true, you don't feel it.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
And if you don't feel it, it like affects the way not only that you write it, but also that you like deliver it. Like you can kind
also,
like you just kind of know
through it too. They're like, wait,
yeah, exactly.
know that you don't.
I don't want to sound condescending though. I'm just saying I'm glad I have that experience.
No, I think it's a valuable thing to have. It just gives an extra layer of credibility, and that doesn't mean that the other people aren't credible.
Yeah.
You know, by any stretch of the matter, because their opinions are valid and just the same as yours. It just gives you a different, you know, layer.
It gives you a different angle.
It gives you another layer. It gives you a different angle, which makes you different from the other people. But that doesn't necessarily mean you're dogging on them for not doing the thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. And if people think that, I think they're just on Twitter too much, and they need to get off that. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know.
I'm logged out permanently.
Oh yeah, me too. Well, I mean, most of the speedrun community thankfully isn't on Twitter anymore. So. Hallelujah.
That's true.
So do we have any final questions for Mickey Mouse, Ricker, and Nick?
I do have a game that I want to pitch to you, Ricky, and it is a PS2 game.
How have you not played Chain Dive yet?
I hope that Jaxler knows where this is going. Have you played
let me see if I can find my copy of it.
Have you played Chain Dive?
Was it?
Oh wait,
Chain Dive.
Oh, I was joking. Yeah, that was the actual game. How do you guys all have it?
I also have it. Hold on.
I think I have it too. Hold up.
Wait,
am I the only guy? I'm the only guy that doesn't have Chain Dive.
Shit.
I was just making a joke because that was a clip on Blue Sky.
Yes.
There's like a clip on Blue Sky where you're like, "How have you not played Chain Dive yet?"
For the camera. This is just
Ricky, I will
this episode in one.
I found it. Right. This is the one, right?
No.
No. Okay. You know what it is? It's because I've done a lot of digging for good video game music, and I think I have Chain Dive songs on my computer.
OST is really good.
So that's why I don't have the game, but I have the OST because I be digging through like random games to download and use for my videos and stuff like that.
If it makes you feel any
tell you
better,
what-
Jaxler and I have not played the game, so.
No, that's not true. I played it.
He's played a bunch of it. Yeah,
We
I
haven't
played it
played
at
on the
GDQ before. We haven't, but
Okay,
I will bring
I
my copy
haven't
with
played
me
it
to
either.
GDQ
It's
so you
just-
can
I
try
never
it.
What
put it
else
in
is
my
the
PS2.
pitch? What else is the pitch? Like what's is it just cool?
Guys,
Okay.
It's
It is a cool ash movement game where it's like 2.5D, and so there's grapple points right throughout the level, and you optimize movement through the grapple points, obviously. But there's like momentum involved with it, not only from how far away you are when you grapple on it to like rubber band yourself, but also the angle. And you can just like launch yourself across entire levels with it. The way that you kill enemies is your blade will just freeze them, and then you have to grapple through them. They become grapple points when they are frozen.
Okay.
And you can do combos
this.
that way.
It's like part action game, but also part like 2.5D movement.
Platformer, yeah.
I can't believe the first runs of the game are like 2 years old.
Yeah,
That's
it
insane.
only came out in
Actually,
Japan.
the first one was like 4 years ago. Also, my PB for this is terrible because I lost 5 minutes on one boss, so that's pretty sick.
Great pitch, Cosmic. Great pitch.
Yeah, it was pretty sick. But no, the guy that sub 40 became possible because of strats that I found, and then Nairon used them. Nairon's run of it is sick. And there's also a snowboarding level if you like snowboarding. Yeah, you can do it. But
I might check it out. Yeah, that sounds.
It is honestly, I think that I'm surprised it doesn't have more runners or just more people interested in it because of how such a big emphasis on movement that it has.
Yeah.
And it's like it's a 40-minute run. It's sick. And it's fucking dope, and it already has good music, so I don't even need to convince you that.
I will definitely look at it for sure.
At the very least, like I said, I will bring this with me to Pittsburgh. I will bring that shit with me.
I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot for sure. I'm down to play for a bit.
When you guys were holding up the box art, it reminded me, it's like, I would love to see all four of you in a row, like, those pictures where nobody's smiling and they're just like,
oh, just like the Weezer album cover, but we're all holding up a copy of Chain Dive.
Yeah, but Ricky's got the crazy frog one, just like out of place.
There's also the other thing too is that there's a super that you have where the main character will like dive around and auto target enemies, but it costs 33 of your health out of 100.
Like 33%, yeah.
33%, yeah. And then the way that you get health back is by doing higher combo counts. So there are parts of the game where you get high combo counts to then super again, and you see where this is going.
Yes, dude. Okay. Yes. I mean, I think I'll just have to try it. It sounds sick, actually.
I think once you play through the game, it'll speak for itself. So, yeah,
I'm down. Yeah, bring it to GDQ. I want to try it.
Also, make sure you set
I'm
to
gonna go throw that
advanced.
in my suitcase, but I haven't.
Set it to advanced controls too, because then that gives you a separate button that will prioritize the actual grapple points over enemies.
Do not let me forget, because I will.
I know you will. That's why I'm going to remind you now, and I'll remind you later.
Just put it in your suitcase already right now.
Yeah. Do this right now.
Put a notepad. Write it on the disc, man. Like just advanced controls.
Put it inside.
Write it on the manual.
I actually forgot all the stuff that this composer worked on. He's worked on Metal Gear 2. He worked on Demon's Souls.
Okay.
He worked on Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2.
Okay.
And then also Dark Dreams Don't Die.
You had me in Metal Gear Solid 2. I didn't need Dark.
Oh, there you go. Fair enough.
A lot of dark stuff.
That's sick. Can I real quick, like, it's kind of a point of discussion, I guess, as well.
Yeah, go for it.
I wanted to plug like a future video I'm kind of working on.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I actually kind of I'll see if I can get this out in time. I hope I can. I want to make a video about it's kind of separate from my documentary stuff. I actually want to make a video on how to actually improve at speedrunning, like how to get better, and it's going to target a lot of mid-level players. So it's not gonna tell you how to get live split. It's not gonna tell you how to buy the console and all that stuff. I'm skipping all that. Yeah. There's too many tutorials on that.
Exactly.
I'm gonna talk about like literally just like wrist stretches, like how to practice efficiently, how often you should do runs, and just like
mindset. How
to get in the zone, just like little mindset, little practice things, and even just like some motivation, just like something people might need to hear. If you want to hear me yell to you that you suck and you need to get better, then that's for you too.
You're dog shit. Yeah.
You're fucking trash. Why are you 8, bro?
Now.
You're 8. You could be 4th.
I think that's a really good like video for now, because I see a lot of like content in general in a lot of spaces geared towards like getting people in, but then it's like once their foot is in the door, you have to do something for the people that are already there.
Yeah, exactly.
So that is going to be sick. I will definitely watch that. Yeah, absolutely.
It's going to feature so many small little things, like I say, like how to practice and stuff like that. But it's just like actually diving into that topic is like things like when you fuck up a trick in a run, do the trick again. Don't reset and like go again. Like you need to do the trick one more time, prove to yourself that you can do that trick, then start your next run. Like you need to like correct your mistake. Does that make sense?
Well, and there's also there's a concept
that's
too.
That's one of the little things, yeah.
There's a concept too that I kind of like to call like emotional practice, especially for late game, because something that happens a lot, I'm sure you know this, is like if you reset a lot and then you finally get that one run that makes it to late game, because you're resetting a lot, you haven't practiced like the emotions of having a good pace like that under pressure. And like you can't practice that unless you allow yourself, even if it's like not a perfect run, like you can't allow yourself to practice like those late game splits with the weight of having played for however long beforehand too. So it's just like,
and Jaxler
no one
says
talks
this
about that
as
shit.
Someone who never does it because he is a reset fucking demon, bro. He does not do that shit. He is lying to you all. He wishes he did that. He does not. I just want everyone to know.
I'm self-aware.
He's speaking from experience. I've done the same thing. I did the same thing fucking years ago. It's just like you reset a million times and you're like, oh shit, I haven't made it to this part in like a week. What do I do? And you're just like, bro, like you should have just taken any run here. Like you could have, like, who cares if you're like 2 seconds more behind? Like,
exactly.
You can also simulate those nerves by doing streaks of like doing the same trick 10 times in a row. Once you're on attempt 9, you're like, oh shit, I need to hit this now. Otherwise,
I go all the way back to the start.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I go back to attempt. Yeah, it's like I go back to attempt 1. Yeah. Little things like that. Tons of little things would be in that. Yeah.
If you look at the way
video, because it's definitely out.
Yeah, exactly.
Surely.
Totally.
Yeah.
Smile.
I'm like the least secure here. I'm the guy making the
video. Igniting the fire underneath you. Well, Mr. Ricky Dicky, where can people find you? You know, I mean, we'll have your shit link below, but any final things you want to shout out? Any final things you want to say before we wrap this deppy.
Yeah, I mean, follow me on Twitch and YouTube. That's like my main two platforms. I have a Discord too. I announce when I go live, announce when I make a new video. Watch my Jack 3 series. It took me 2.5 years to make.
It's really good.
It is it's like it's my best work for sure. It's a really good speedrun documentary. It's like pretty much my main game that I worked on, and it has 9 eras, like 9 whole chapters, and it's like a 6-hour long video. And it's Kino. Just watch it. It's good.
True. You should watch it.
Hell yeah.
It will be linked below. Goodbye forever. Thank you for coming on. We appreciate you coming on.
Thank you for coming on. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much for joining us, Ricky.
No worries. It was fun.
Absolutely.
Take care.